This is a base model F-250. This is a 2023 model XL with the STX package. When I first got this, it had an 8-inch screen. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to swap your screen from an 8-inch to a 12-inch screen and how it looks. Now you can see the cluster is still the same, and all I wanted to do really is to change the 12-inch screen, and the interface is quite different. So let me start up the truck. That's the dash of the XL. So you can tell it's a base model. It's not an XLT, it's an XL. And it has a 12-inch screen. Everything here works. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to remove your dash, remove your 8-inch screen, and replace it with this. This interface right here was sent to me by Ford Sync 4 for me to review and show you the installation video. And I tell you right now, it makes a whole lot of difference inside the truck. You're not going to lose any functionalities as far as how the screen and how your truck works, but you'll have to pair again some of your equipment like your cell phone and your trailer, which I'll show you in a second. So first things first is you'll have to remove the bezels. I've seen this on YouTube video on how to remove it, but I'll show you in this video as well, is that you're only really gonna need a few tools. So first, what do you get inside the box? All right, this video I'm excited to make. 12-inch screen. So you have the bezel, the housing, the 12-inch screen. It has a screen protector. And then you have the APIM, which we're going to replace. And wiring harness, you have two of them. This comes in the kit. And also pry tools, which you're going to be using to install and remove your old Sync 4 8-inch screen. So I did research this on YouTube already on how to remove this. I'll put the link in the description below. If not, just follow me step by step. And basically, in essence, what we're gonna do is remove this, loosen this, remove this, and then we have access to all this. All right, so from what I've seen, I gotta remove this first. I got this pry tool right here, which comes with a kit. So once that's done, we just gotta remove this part right here. That gives you access to that. All you're doing is pushing it towards you little by little. There you go. The next thing is we're gonna have to remove this panel right here all the way there. All we need to do is loosen that up anyway. This is the one we need to remove. There you go. So now we have access to this. But I also saw in the video, this you don't have to remove the entire panel completely. You just gotta undo these clips right here. So we're gonna be careful. Then now we remove this rubber cover right here, and we'll remove these screws right here, 7mm, and we'll remove this part right here as well in the bottom. So we remove this bottom piece. This should kind of come down a little bit, and we don't need to take this all the way. Just slowly take it down. There you go. Now we have access to here because we're going to remove that APIM. So I think we need more room. Once that's done, we'll remove all these bolts right here to have access to the actual console. Then this piece needs to come out first. Don't have enough clearance for here, and these are all 7mm. All right, get our tool, pry tool. Should be able to pry this up. Then just unplug this. All right, now there's another one down here. Actually, there's two of them down here that we need to remove. There's two right there, 1 and 2. And then they should come off. All right, once that 2 screws remove right there, it's really, there's 2 right here, different color. Everything else is black, but they're all 7mm. We're gonna have to remove the front slowly but surely. That's gonna be attached to it. And then this is what I'm talking about. That's why you have to remove this first. But since we got that free, we'll get this one last one free. Just slowly slide this out. And then there's gonna be these right here for your buttons. Just disconnect it. All right. Then bottom piece. Okay, so what we're gonna be using from this, we're gonna save the buttons and these covers. But this, after that, this is done. Now we are good to go to remove the 8-inch screen. Just slowly pull this out, and you'll have a harness right here or a plug. Just gently press the lock and it will come out. This is the APIM that we're going to be removing because we're going to replace it with new one. Press this right here. This is the lock. Then you can take this out. All right, those are all the connections. Now we're just going to remove the APIM. To remove the APIM, we're going to need a torque screw. So this torque screw, the size of this is T25. Just remove this. I think there's only 3. So this APIM right here is for the 8-inch screen, no navigation. So they sent me this, and I don't know if it has navigation or not, but we'll find out shortly enough. But for you, when you're ordering it online, you can opt to change the APIM or just change the screen. That's it. All right, now the APIM is loose. That's it. The APIM and this 8-inch screen go together. They're programmed together. So now let's install the new one. So if you look at the new one, you'll have 2 extra stuff right here. Ford Motor Company. So it's this is an OEM APIM. All we have to do is put it back. So now we got the APIM installed, the new one. Let's start plugging in some stuff. So they give you this harness, they give you this, then you lock it, plug it in. We're no longer using this guy, we're using this. And so we're gonna use the 6-pin this time because this one doesn't fit there, and we're gonna replace that with this. We're not gonna use this, so we'll just pull this out. So now everything on supposed to be in the APIM is connected. We're gonna install the 12-inch screen, but before we do that, we have to assemble it first. This is the new one, big 12-inch screen. We're gonna need all these buttons transferred to the 12-inch screen. We got 3, and this only has 2. This is a fake one, so we don't need it, and we're gonna remove just the vents and transfer it there. Just 1, 3 of them here. And then we'll just transfer it directly right here on the 12-inch. There you go. Now we'll do the same thing on this side. All right, everything is buttoned up. Now just the buttons. So we'll remove this one first. See this 2 right here on the side? Just gonna press it and push it out. There we go. And your traction control. All right, here we go. This is the new one. So the new harness that they give you, the new wiring, goes right here. That was taped up. It does go somewhere. It goes right here. There you go. Everything now is plugged except for this. This really, if you look, it's just a placeholder. This has no function because my truck doesn't is not equipped with it, and we'll just install the top part right here. So this is just a placeholder for this plug. It's not functional, so which means I know later on I can use it or add whatever it is that used to be there. Starting with this driver's side, but since it's gonna pull it out just a little bit, so that you'll clear. So that's clear. Now I can start installing the plugs for the buttons up here. Once that's all done, you can align this, make sure we all clear, slightly push it forward. Now all my connections are all done. One thing I want to do first is see how this operates before I put it back together. Moment of truth. It starts. That is so cool. And I still have the screen protector there. What? I got navigation now. I didn't have navigation earlier. So because it's a new APIM, I have navigation. It's a features, driver assistance, the same thing as what I had. Let's see, camera still works, and everything. Yep, that's for the tailgate. It's back of my pickup truck. The front still works. Everything works. Looks like this is perfectly working. Yep, does work. Oh, look at that. This is so cool. Now I just have all these additional real estate. So I'm gonna put it back together. Since I confirmed this works, I'll let you know what I think. There it is. Installation complete. This is now a 12-inch screen on a Ford XL. So this is a Ford F-250 XL model, base model. So if you can see, we just replaced plug and play OEM from 8-inch screen to a 12-inch screen. So right now I'm in El Paso. I didn't have navigation, but now I do. But I have to activate it, but I'm not gonna do that since I'm not, I don't normally use it because I have Apple CarPlay. I just use the maps on my phone. But this right here took me about maybe an hour. And just take your time. Nothing broke. Fortunately, I was able to put it back together. And this is way bigger screen compared to the 8-inch screen. If your screen looks like this, which I'll show you in the screen where there's shadowing, what you need to do is loosen the screws behind the screen and the bezel. You'll have very tiny screws. Just loosen it little by little, because if the screws are too tight, you'll have those shadowing on your screen. Other than that, it's plug and play. You don't need to add anything. You don't need to program, because it comes with its own APIM already. So all you need to do really is install this thing. Once that's done, the only thing you've got to set up is, if you had trailer saved already, you're going to have to reprogram the trailer, and you have to pair your phone again. Other than that, everything else is the same. Now, this one comes with navigation. There's a few things that you need to understand when you buy this product. You lose some of the capabilities, but nothing that really I use, actually. First, navigation. You'll have navigation in this new system. However, you can't access it. You have the maps, but this is a subscription-based navigation. So see, if you click on here, it tells you that you need to activate. If you have a base model, you won't have it on the Ford Pass. I tried calling Ford Pass to see if they can add that option. They can't. So right now, the only navigation that's available to you is your Apple CarPlay. Other thing that you're gonna lose is if you go to features, your owner's manual. So Ford doesn't give you a printed owner's manual any longer. So if you tap on owner's manual, it's no longer gonna give you the owner's manual that's available on your old system. It just tells you it's unavailable. So another workaround really is go online, download the manual and print it, or just Google search if you need to check something. Now, sometimes when you go to settings and you go to vehicle, and it gives you informations right here. And let's see if it actually tells you. It does. So your manual, as far as the feature, still works. And let's say idle settings, you tap on information, just give you some of the informations right here. And normally what I would see it is driver assistance. That's more important than the rest of them, because this is kind of, if you don't understand what this feature looks like, then you'll press the I or information. It gives you more information about the truck, but it still gives you that information, or owner's manual will give you a little bit of animation to tell you what it's all about. That one you don't lose. Another thing is in your app. So if you go on Ford Pass, everything works. You can still remote start the truck. You can still lock and unlock your truck remotely. However, if you look at the location, I am still in Michigan, but I'm in El Paso. So for some reason, the app doesn't talk to the radio any longer, but you can use your Apple Maps to check out where you're last parked. You can still find your truck that way. So those really the two key things that you lose as far as connectivity, but you gain so much more. Hopefully you like this video. Now, if you want this setup, I'll put it on the link in the description below. It's FordSync4.com. They sent this to me for free to show you guys how to install it if you want to go on a 12-inch screen. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next video.